Absolutely beautiful. And so as we start this day, this gentle and easy day, like the falling snow, let us simply step into blessing this center, those of us who have arrived today to use that technology to reach out to you. Let's bless the Rev and his message this morning. But most of all, we bless you. And we thank you for joining us and letting us honor this holy ground this morning. Please join me. And so it is.
And so it is.
All right. Good morning, Alaska Center for Spiritual Living. Oh my gosh. I imagine a lot of recliners and a lot of pajamas and a lot of happy people that don't have to go out and drive in this today. So, we are an interfaith gathering, a spiritual community that honors all teachers and all spiritual teachings. And so today, are you ready for this? Our candle lighter is our magnificent music director, Aaron. And so let us begin. So the Tao, that's honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, the natural way. Shamanic traditions, honoring the beliefs and practices of all indigenous peoples, the way of pristine spirituality. Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. Buddhism, honoring the Four Noble Truths and the path of compassion. Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as the path of love. Islam, honoring the path of submission to the will of God as the highest calling. Now, the next candle is my favorite candle. It's New Thought. It's us honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principles. Now, of course, our last candle is the healing candle of love, and we invite you in the stillness of your own mind to bring to awareness the names of anyone that you wish to include in this healing flame of love and of light. And so now that our flames of faith are fully lit, we move forward into our celebration, realizing and reaffirming that all paths lead to God. Let's give it up for Aaron. Nice job. I believe that was your virgin candle lighting, wasn't it? Awesome. So with extra gusto, so much gusto that Judy Wolf can hear us at her house, let us do our purpose, vision, and mission statements. Our purpose, why are we here? We awaken and inspire love and oneness. Our vision, what do we want to create? What do we want to become? We are an empowered, uplifting, inclusive community. And our mission, how are we going to do this? We teach spiritual transformation with grace and joy. Joy, joy. All right. Our sacred reading today, those of you who know me are not going to be surprised to find out it's from Jane Beach. In our awakening, we're like a fern unfurling. First, closed up tight in regrets, resentments, and fears. We resist the glory of the sun that encourages us to stretch and grow. Finally, we feel the warmth of love in a place deep inside us, igniting the pull of the joy of life that we were meant to live. So slowly, we take a chance and we begin to release our old stuff. And the unfurling begins. And there we are, shining the beauty of life as us. Thank you.
Let there be less of me, let there be more of thee, less of the human, more of the divine, less that belongs to me, more that is thine, more of God's nature, and less that is mine. Order and harmony now are in place. Where there is harmony, discord will cease. Where there is harmony, there will be peace. Not personality, individuality, more of the Spirit self shining through me. Teach me humility, let me your servant be. Give me serenity, selfless and free. Order and harmony now are in place. Where there is harmony, discord will cease. Where there is harmony, there will be peace. Let there be less of me, let there be more of thee, less of the human, more of the divine, less of the human, more of the divine.
Such a beautiful voice. Thank you, Jessica, Aaron. There's been a lot of prayer requests that have come through this week. And so we just want to thank you for remembering and reaching out, whether it's in a blessing or whether you need little extra support. Remember, we are here 24/7. Open up the website, click on that prayer release, let the universe know what it is that you want, and send it to us. As soon as you hit that submit button, that action starts. And then we surround you for the rest of the week. So, thank you for honoring us with your prayers. Now, let there be less of me, let there be more of me, thee. Perfect for my announcement today. We are supporting the Anchorage Food Bank, the Thanksgiving Blessing Food Drive. So let there be less of you and let there be more for other people. So, but we're being asked to bring very specific products. Are you ready?
Yes.
Canned corn. Canned cranberry sauce. Oh, I think I just saw Judith Mack fall over. It's okay. We can do it. The last 6-ounce stuffing mix. And so how are we going to collect this since nobody's coming? Well, here's how it's going to work. We are going to have the office open, we promise. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Swing by. You can throw it in the door. We will be happy to collect that, and then we will be helping to serve the community this year, which there's a lot of need. So let there be less of us, but more for others. And now, my favorite young gal, let us tune in to Zoe and the November birthday months.
Welcome to the November birthday puppet show. On the first, hello, I'm Luann Pooge. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Hi, I'm Michelle Skaman. My birthday's on the 5th. Wow, I wish there was someone else's birthday near mine. Woo! Hi, I'm Laurel Epps. My birthday is on the 6th. Woohoo! I'm Linda Steiner. My birthday's on the 7th. Woohoo! Hey, Phyllis Dalton. Hey, Cynthia Hensley. Our birthday's on the 15th. I'm Meg's Test Armada. My birthday's on the 17th. Oh my goodness. Look who it is. Here comes Lucille Johnston. I'm Lucille. My birthday's on the 19th. Oh my gosh, it's Robin Childs, whose birthday's on the 25th. Bye. I'm Robert Wallace from the 28th. Oh my gosh, could it be Ann Honer on the 30th? Woo! Happy birthday, everyone!
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Luann, Michelle, Laurel, Linda, Phyllis, Cynthia, Megs, Lucille, Robin, Robert, Ann. Happy birthday to you.
I'm gonna shout to the world in highest jubilee. I'm gonna shout to the world for everyone to see. And I will raise my voice
How fun. That was awesome. Thank you, ladies. And a special recognition this morning to Aaron, our candle lighter. What a great job of shifting in midstream, having the consciousness to take a blow and fix it right on the spot. So Aaron, wonderful, wonderful job. Thank you guys so very, very much. Well, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to the Alaska Center for Spiritual Living. Thank you for inviting us into your homes on this snowy, slippery day. Like Linda said, I can imagine people out there in their recliner with a warm blanket and snuggled up for a nice warm day in the house. And be aware that when you do decide to get up and go out, be careful, because there are patches where it's really, really slippery out there, and it appears that it's continuing to snow. So bless you all, and thank you for inviting us into your home this day. The title of my talk today is The Gifts of the Goddess. And what this is all about, the thumbnail sketch of this, is that you are a divine emanation of the Most High. And you have already been given everything that you need to live a fantastic, fulfilling, profitable, wonderful life. It's only for us to accept it. My 3 points today. First, I'm going to talk about God in you. Then I'm going to talk about living in the absolute. And finally, I'm going to talk about unity. But we'll start off with God in you. And really, I could have called this God in you, God as you, and God through you. You are a perfect child of God, and you have everything that you need to have that wholesome and fulfilling life. The gifts of the goddess, they are already within you. It is true of God, so it must be true of you, because you are made of divine stuff. Let's take an example. The infinite creator began with nothing. There was nothing. There was no earth. There were no planets. There was nothing. And so that infinite creative force, in order to make something, only had one thing to make it from, and that is itself. And so all of the heavens and earth and everything in between is made of God's stuff. And so all of the properties that we assign to that infinite being are inherent within each and every one of us. Now, they may be in different quantities. The quantity of height is different for some people. Some people are 6'3", and some people are 5'8", and some people are 4'8". And there is no good or bad in that. The only thing that is our judgment about what is good or bad. Everything that you need to have the life that is perfect for you is already within you. So what is more spiritual? Let's ask that. What is more spiritual? Do you say that this beautiful rose is more spiritual? Or would you say that this, I don't know if you can see it or not, this Benjamin Franklin photograph is more spiritual? Which one do you think it is? Many, many people would say, oh, well, it's the rose. The rose is beautiful. And, oh, it smells. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. And that's just money. But I submit to you that they're equal. They're equal in terms of their spirituality. And that is simply because they are both products of the Most High. They are both made by the divine. They are both part of God. Another quality that we have in the divine that we embrace is this quality of givingness. It is inherent in the human condition to want to give. We love doing that. That's one of my favorite things about Christmas, is it's that wonderful time of year when we get the opportunity to give something to someone, to give from our own and give it to someone else. I have a story today. This is the story of little Reese Osterberg, a little 9-year-old girl in Fresno, California. I think we have a picture of Reese. There she is, little 9-year-old Reese Osterberg. she is a baseball fan, as you can see from the picture. She loves the game of baseball, and when she's not playing baseball, she loves to sit at home and watch baseball on TV and look through her card collection. She collects baseball cards, and she has over 100 baseball cards. I should say had over 100 baseball cards. For when the Creek Fire came through her home in Fresno, her home was burned to the ground, including all of her precious baseball cards. Well, a man in San Jose by the name of Kevin Ashford heard of little Reese's loss, and he had a baseball card collection. In fact, he'd kind of been thinking about putting it up for sale on eBay. But when he heard her story, he knew that that was the right thing to do, was to give his baseball card collection to little Reese. And so he did that. And when he heard how she liked to look at the cards as she watched TV and watched the games, he knew that that was the right thing, because that is exactly what he used to do when he was a young boy, back when his card collection was 100. Today, his baseball card collection is over 25,000. And when he was going to put it up for sale on eBay, he was beginning at 35,000 and expected to get $50,000. Now, we don't have to make huge gifts of baseball cards. We don't have to make those kinds of big things. They're great to talk about. It's a warm, touching story. What a tearjerker. But we can accomplish the same thing with a smile at the grocery store. I stopped this morning to pick up those flowers on the way, and a lady was struggling with her cart, and I kind of helped her a little bit. And in her reply and in her thanking me, there was a sincerity that even through our masks, I could see the smile. That is the gift of the goddess. That is what we can give to each other all of the time. My second point is living in the absolute. Now, I invite you to transcend your limiting beliefs. You are and you become what you say and think. Now, the last 2 weeks we've had a thing where we talked about our negative self-talk and how very often we can have these tapes playing in the back of our mind. Oh, you can't do that. Oh, there's no point in you applying for that promotion. Old Joe over here, he's way more qualified. No, I won't even apply. But you don't know the rest of the story. You don't know the whole story. Maybe you don't know that Joe is leaving the company to pursue his career as an NFL linebacker. And he's leaving next week. You don't know. And until you go in and try and apply for that promotion, you're never going to get it. But we have that negative self-talk going on in the background. And it's the same thing. We make negative choices. We make poor choices when we're listening to that negative self-talk. And so I encourage you now to transcend those limiting beliefs. Now, how do we go about doing that? We do that by building our spiritual and our faith muscles. I liken this to a video game. I remember a long time ago when video games first came out and people first started having computers. One of my kids had this really cool video game, and you were like a cowboy in a southwest scene, the Sonoran Desert, and your goal was to find the Spanish gold treasures that had been left by the Spaniards. And as the game started, you'd start out and you're riding your horse, and there comes this likely looking spot. It was behind this rock, and you figured that there was going to be some gold there. So you went up to that rock, and out from behind the rock came a snake and bit you and killed you, and you lost everything and you had to start all over. And you realized that, well, you better not go behind that rock unless you know something or you have something to protect you. And the game continued like that, and failure after failure after failure, but it led to increased knowledge, and you're able to increase and get better and further into the game and gain more treasure and more gold until finally you reach this place and you got there, and it's what you had done is you had mastered the basic level. And then the screen pops up and it's a little bit different, and you have moved to the advanced level. And this one was even more difficult. And you continued to learn and advance in the advanced level. And I think that our progress through enlightenment, our progress through transcending these negative self-talk and all of the other things that we're talking about are kind of like progressing through those video games. We make mistakes, and we get bit by the snake and we have to start again. And we keep going back, but as long as we keep going there, we get further and further and further each time we go. Now there's an easy way to take a big leap in our big video game, and that is Camille's Spiritual Muscles class. I don't know when we're going to offer it again, but the next time we offer that class, I think it's about a 5 or 6 week class, and I think she has 5 spiritual muscles, and she talks about each one of those every week, and it's a great way to get through the video game of spirituality a lot faster. So there's a plug for Camille's Muscles class. Another thing that we often do, we advocate, is meditation. And so this morning, I'd like to lead all of you in a guided meditation. So whatever you're doing, just forget about it. Let it go. For all of you that are madly taking notes, you can put down your pen. You don't need to take notes. There is no test. And so I invite you to sit in your chair, close your eyes, if you're comfortable doing so. If you're not, that's cool too. Take a big, deep cleansing breath. Let everything go out of your mind. And just sit there. Imagine yourself. You're inside of a dark house. You're dressed only in a swimsuit. It's cold. It's damp. It's dark and it's cold. You wish for warmth. You wish for light. So you step outside of the door of the house. You step into the sunlight, and your eyes don't adjust right away. It's difficult to take in that much light. You step out into nature. You walk out into the lawn, and you can make out a lounge chair. And so you sit/lay down, and you sunbathe. You feel the warmth and the light penetrate your being. You feel so good. You're no longer cold. You see a tree near you, and you see how it also takes in the rays of the sun, turning sunlight into food and energy. It is like you, a sunbather, absorbing the light and the warmth. And now, because this is an imagined meditation, you're able to look directly at the sun. So you look at the sun, and you feel your being begin to expand. Rise out of this scene on the lawn and towards the sun. You meld into the sun. You are the sun. You are radiating out your light upon the trees and the plants, on nature, shining your light onto solar panels that people convert into energy. people sitting and absorbing your rays. Feel what it is like to give out from an inexhaustible supply. Feel the difference of being the sun and being the sunbather. Feel the connection between the two. And now you bring your attention back into the here and the now. You bring your attention back to wherever you are. You see, the basic level is like wanting the warmth. Taking the action and stepping into the light and accepting the rays of the sun. In the advanced level, we think of ourselves as the sun. Giving out. Sometimes it's a smile. Sometimes it's a collection of 25,000 baseball cards. Giving out. My third point today is unity. Each of us are a perfect child of God. And we already have all of the gifts that we need. We are all cut from the same divine cloth. We are one. Ernest Holmes wrote, "The unity of good is a revelation of the greatest importance, for it teaches us that we are one, one with the whole and one with each other. The fatherhood of God and the actual brotherhood of man will be made apparent on earth to the degree that man realizes true unity." Our country, our nation has gone through a time of selecting our next president and all of the trappings that go around that. And there are people on both sides that feel marginalized. There are people who feel left out. And I submit that as a nation, as a people, it's time for us to come together and recognize our inherent unity, our inherent oneness. Regardless of our skin color, our age, our gender, our preferences, none of that makes any difference because we're all part of this magnificent mosaic that is life. And it's time that we recognize the divinity in one another. The conclusion today is it's another quotation from Ernest Holmes. This is from Holmes' reader on practical wisdom that Holmes wrote in the 40s. And he wrote, "Humanity and divinity will be identical when we recognize divinity in humanity. We must learn to see through the apparent, to judge not according to appearances, to realize that the center of every person's soul, God is enthroned. Compassion and caring are the ties that bind us together in mutual understanding and in the unified attempt to uncover the divinity in each other." Compassion is the most gentle of all human virtues, for it is the outpouring of the divine givingness through all. When the members of a community love one another, that community is solid. That community is prosperous and happy. Suppose that we make a daily habit of feeling that we like people and that people like us. We belong to them and they belong to us. And in a very real sense, everyone we meet is part of our own family to love and to enjoy. Ernest Holmes wrote that after World War II. It's powerful. And so with this awareness of our inherent unity, I invite all of us, practitioners, those who are licensed, practitioners, those who are not, because we're all practitioners, to join me in recognizing that unity, recognizing our oneness, recognizing that we're each and every one a beloved child of God, and that all of the appearances are only that, appearances. Behind the appearance of separation from one another and separation from God, there is only oneness. For the love of God transcends all separation. We can never be separate. And I speak my word for those who are experiencing health challenges, behavioral challenges. We just simply know that behind behaviors, behind the appearance of disease, there is perfection. And it is that perfection which we embrace. And I speak my word for those who are experiencing lack and limitation. We just simply know that behind that appearance of limitation, that we all live in an abundant universe. A universe so abundant, it continues to give now and forever. And so we just give thanks. We give thanks for our awareness of the power and the presence of God within each and every one of us, in this and in every moment. And we bless each other. We give thanks, we let it go, we let it be, and so it is.
I see joy, I see peace, I see goodness surrounding me. I see love in every breath I breathe. I see God in everything. I see happiness, I see freedom. I see the beauty that lives in me. I see perfection in what life brings. I see God in everything. I feel joy, I feel peace, I feel goodness surrounding me. I feel love in every breath I breathe. I feel God in everything. I feel happiness, I feel freedom. I feel the beauty that lives in me. I feel perfection in what life brings. I feel God in everything. I choose joy, I choose peace, I choose goodness surrounding me. I choose love in every breath I breathe. I choose God in everything. I choose happiness, I choose freedom. I choose the beauty that lives in me. I choose perfection in what life brings. I choose God in everything. I know joy, I know peace, I know goodness surrounding me. I know love in every breath I breathe. I know God in everything. I know happiness, I know freedom. I know the beauty that lives in me. I know perfection in what life brings. I know God in everything. I see God in everything. I choose God in everything.
It's perfect. Right after I talk about seeing God in everyone, the next song is I See God in Everything. Thank you, ladies. This is the time in our service when we are afforded the opportunity to participate in another one of our spiritual practices, that being the law of circulation and the giving and receiving. I'll give you a little bit of time to do that, so I do have a couple of really cute stories. These are stories about sharing things that bring people together. And I think of our community and how much we like food and how great it is for us to get together and eat. Cedar Rapids, Iowa, a powerful derecho. I'm not sure what that is. I don't know that term. But it's a type of a prolonged windstorm. Caused a great deal of damage to that part of Iowa. Major damage earlier this week left millions without power throughout Iowa and Illinois. And as his city struggles with damage, a barbecue restaurant owner, Willie Fairley of Willie Ray's Q Shack, has provided his neighbors with more than 1,000 meals at no cost. His commitment to serving up freshly grilled ribs, chicken, burgers, and hot dogs to those who need it most has made him a local hero. Fairley says online donations for the restaurant mean that he'll be able to continue to serve people for free as long as he can. Now this is good. Money will come, he says, but people are in need right now. Money will come. I think that Willie Farley has a lot of faith. And this second one, there were so many good stories this week. The cutting room floor was full. Parma, Ohio, Tyler and Melanie Tapanja. We're looking forward to an all-out 150 party wedding to celebrate their wedding this month. Like many couples, the pandemic cut the kibosh on the whole thing. They canceled their party for safety reasons, and they donated the huge haul of food to a shelter. But here's where it gets good. After a small backyard wedding, the newlyweds headed to Laura's home, a woman and children's facility in Cleveland. There, they accented their wedding finery with hairnets and gloves and started serving food. And we too can do that. Oh, and now I see it's time for collection. Wow. Please join me in our affirmation. I think that comes afterwards. I've only been doing this for 6 years. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive.
Thank you, God.
Yes.
So it is.
What's my affirmation? I am a warrior.
Ooh.
God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God is my source, God is my power. God is my source, God is my power. God is my source, God is my power. God is my source. God is my source, God is my power. God is my source, God is my power. God is my source, God is my power. God is my source. God is my source, God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God is my source, God is my power. God is my source, God is my power. God is my source, God is my power. God is my source. God is my source, God is my power. God is my source, God is my power. God is my source, God is my power. God is my source. God is my source, God is my power. God is my source, God is my power. God is my source, God is my power. God is my source. God is my source, God is my power. God is my source, God is my power. God is my source, God is my power. God is my source.
Nice. All right. Before we go into our benediction today, we'd like to shout out to those of you who are live with us right now. Jean Karowski, how you doing? Patty McCreary, have you guys heard? It's just been snowing endlessly in Fairbanks. They've got a couple of feet, and it's not stopping. So, Patty, stay inside. Dawn Macon, Seattle. Hey, Ann Fleming is with us today. Michelle Kuntz, Dana. Beverly Churchill, Barb Taylor. Do you have Colleen with you? Luann, Cynthia George. I heard you got your windows in. Woo! Shelley Jean, Judith Mack, Lynn and Marion. Hey, Tiffany, how's it going? Robert, Linda and Lisa. Hope you guys are taking care of yourself as you take care of all of us. Angela and Nanette, Rochelle. Oh my God, Jessica Johnson, Candy Moore. Thank you guys so much for being with us this morning. And so as we go into our benediction, from nothing, the Creator used the God stuff to make everything for a perfect life for each of us. And then the Creator made us. So we don't know what comes next for each of us. So are you looking for warmth, or are you looking for the sun? What will you do with your baseball cards? That can of corn or cranberry sauce? That box of stuffing? Let us use our inexhaustible supply to share, to give, and to love. Please help me anchor this by saying, and so it is. And so we're going into our affirmation today. I want to hear you screaming it from home. Will you see the God in me?
Will you see the God in me?
Because I see the God in you.
Because I see the God in you.
Perfect.
There was a time in my life I thought I'd have to do it all for myself. Didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. Didn't know the love of God was at hand. But now I can say, if you are discouraged, struggling just to make it through another day,